Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, who still rule and teach well. Peace, blessing, and safety to the Lord's elect, scattered throughout the four corners of the planet Earth. Precision His word and humility and sincerity as commanded by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And the title of this lesson is going to be, You're Not in the World Anymore. You're not in the world anymore because, and there's a balance to what I'm about to go into, because the scriptures speak about confessing your faults. The scriptures also speak about if any man say that he have no sins, he is a liar, and the truth is not in him, because we all sin, okay? But by you, certain brothers do certain stuff in the faith, and this is not to anybody in particular, just a general statement, because I have heard it over the years. A brother will say, well, I used to do that when I was in the world, like they'll use that as an excuse. You gotta forgive me because I used to do that when I was in the world. Well, you're not in the world no more, okay? That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse, okay? And the scriptures even speak about that, and I'm gonna go into that, okay? Because just because you used to do something in the world, or you used to have that spirit on you in the world, fuck that. That don't mean that you get a pass. You get an ample amount of chances in the truth because, that brother used to struggle with that in the world. Look, you're not in the world no more. Okay? You're supposed to be a new creature. You're supposed to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay? And a lot of times it be little shit. It be little simple shit, which means I'm not the Most High, but to me, it's like you just don't want to change. You just want to be that way. Because it could be a simple fix. And if you keep using that excuse of, well, that was when I was in the world, well then, how you expect it to change? You're not in the world no more. That's not an excuse, man. This is James chapter 1, verse 21. It said, Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word which is able to save your souls. Now I want to go to this word superfluity.
Strong's G 4050. Perisaya.
It says abundance, superabundantly, superfluous, preeminence, gain, profit. It says residue, remains, the wickedness remaining over in an Israelite from his state prior to conversion. So that wickedness that's remaining within you prior to your conversion of a Hebrew Israelite, that's that superfluity of naughtiness. It's unnecessary naughtiness. Okay? And you gotta lay apart that. You gotta put that to the side. Okay? It says, let me read that again. It says, the wickedness remaining over in it says Christian, but we're Israelites. It says from his state prior to conversion. This word was used by the Greeks when they wanted to describe the excess wax in one's ear. Right, so that's an unpleasant thing. Nobody likes looking in your ear and see wax, man. Well, same thing with this superfluity of naughtiness. That's that excess wickedness that's still in you from prior to your conversion. All that has to be put away. All of it. Colossians 3 verse 9, lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. So you're putting on a new man. You're not using the excuse of, well, that's how I was in the world. You're not putting on a new man, which is after, let me read it again. It says, and put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge. Right. You have the knowledge of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai. You have all the knowledge you need to put that wickedness to the side, to put that pride to the side, put that effeminate behavior to the side. The Lord gave us everything we needed to do right, so now we have to utilize it. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17 in the GNT. Anyone who is joined to Hamashiach is a new being. And in the KJV it says you are a new creature, meaning a new creation. The old is gone, the new has come. So there you have it, man. The old is supposed to be gone. The old is not an excuse when you slip, okay? Because you're gonna slip, you're gonna fall. But you reverting back to, well, that's who I used to be. Eventually you might go back to being who you used to be. You gotta forget who you used to be. You know? You gotta rebuke those demons, or else they're gonna come back with 7 more greater than themselves. It's Philippians 3 and 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have obtained, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind. See? Forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Hamashiach Yahushua. So we have to forget those things which are behind, not keep gloating on it, not keep dabbling in it, not keep mentioning it. You know, if it's something like that, you shouldn't even speak on it. If it's something that you used to struggle like that at a high level in the world, you shouldn't even speak on it. Okay? Because the tongue is a powerful thing, a world of iniquity. Okay? And brothers don't want to hear about it as an excuse. And I forget which brother, older brother in my camp, elder brother in my camp had said it. You know, but they were the first ones I heard kind of say that, like, look, bro, you're not in the world no more. That's not an excuse. You know? And Jake likes to hold on to that as if that's their get out of jail free card. Well, I used to do that in the world. So what? We're not in the world anymore. Okay? We're under the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We're under the tutelage of the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the greatest teachers in the world. You know, the structure that's set up here is impeccable. There's no excuse as to why you can't get over that. As to why you can't act like a man of the Lord and not the nigga that you used to be in the world. Other than you have a lust to be that nigga that you used to be in the world. 2 Ezra 16 and 67. Behold, the Most High himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So you shouldn't be dabbling with the iniquities and the sins that you used to dabble with. That's that superfluity of naughtiness. Okay? It said to meddle no more with them. Entangle yourself no more with them. Because why? You are a new creature. You own something new now. You think a different way now. You react a different way now. You're not around niggas anymore. Brothers are not niggas. Why would you react? Why would you have suspicions as if you were still around niggas when you're not around niggas? You're not in the world no more, dude. You're not in the world no more. You're not around niggas no more. You don't have to react the way that you used to react because you're not in the same environment that you were in. And so you having these different suspicions, these negative suspicions about brothers, that's a red flag, man. That's not good at all. Well, I used to do that when I was in the world because the people I used to be around. Look, are we them people? Are we them people, man? I don't understand what we going through certain brothers' minds, man. Okay? And like I said, this is not anyone in particular. This is just a compilation of experiences over the years. And I'm putting it all together to make this lesson. Okay? Like I said, if you looking at brothers like you used to look at the niggas that you used to hang with in the world, and that's why you reacting that way, that's a problem, man. That's a problem. Because you not coming into reality. You haven't grasped the reality that you around men of the Lord. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Not around niggas. 2nd Ezra 16:67. Behold, the Most High himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. So we got to forget our iniquities. We got to meddle no more with them. And we got to leave off of them forever. Ephesians 5:11. I'll close with this. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. Right. So we don't want to, we don't want to hear about, the wicked shit that you used to do in the world and how wicked you used to be. This ain't a thing about, well, I used to be more wicked than you in the world. No, you weren't more wicked than me. Like, what? It's not a contest. Okay? It's not a contest. We don't want to hear about that, man. Okay? You're a new creature now. We on something new now. We're forgetting the things that are behind us. That nigga is dead. The nigga that you used to be, he's dead. He's gone. He's buried. Okay? And we ain't mourning for that nigga or nothing. Okay? It says, for it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. But all things that are approved are made manifest by the light, for whatsoever doth make manifest is light. So we supposed to have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, the person that we used to be. Putting off the old man. Putting off the former conversation. I think it says that in the former conversation. Yeah, Ephesians 4:22. It says, I can start up a little bit, but I'm going to go straight to the point here. It says that you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man. When you go to the word conversation in the Greek, the word is anastrophe, which means way of life, manner of life. So you put off the former manner of life. And you don't use that former manner of life as an excuse for when you slip. It says that you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, changing your mind, and that ye may put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and in holiness. You're around holy men, so you shouldn't treat them how you treated the men that you was around in the world. You shouldn't have these suspicions like the suspicions that you had when you was around niggas in the world, man. I mean, come on. Do you really believe this thing? You think you believe the Lord dealing with you, but you don't believe the Lord dealing with anybody else. That shit is off, man. So we got to get it together, man. Lord willing to edify. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom.